God, he even runs like a fucking stripper.
How many strippers have you seen run, Deputy?
Oh, they're fast in heels, man. You gotta be careful.
That is prime American 3-ton truck with the towing capacity. Everything's chrome. Train. Welcome to the Kerbal Road program. But look, I connected the two rides so you could actually walk on the boardwalk back to the beginning of Mr. Train. Oh.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Well, so there was an accident with
Mr. Train's wild ride.
Dare you lie to the fork of justice? Okay, this is hippies. This is hippies.
Your taillight's out. Please step out of the vehicle.
You know, you can do whatever you want. I'm not getting involved in that truck anymore. As soon as Tippy Bandit gets mentioned, I get nervous. Because I see it in my head. I see it falling down the stairs like a Life Alert commercial. And I just go, this is gonna happen. And my brain lets me know, Tippy Truck is gonna do that. It's gonna, like a Life Alert commercial. It is just going to go, help. I am in danger, please help me. And I'm gonna go, Jesus Christ, Tippy Truck, what is wrong with you? And it goes, I'm Tippy Truck. Oh, flag him. Yeah, let's flag everyone with your pistol, your loaded gun. Excellent instructor. Let's just, yeah, okay, and pointing it at more people. Are you gonna just point guns at people? Like, what? What in the cinnamon toast fuck is going on?
Respond to alarm. Alarm does not matter.
Somebody clip that. Oh my god. That was the most horrible scream.
And we're in. Hello, folks.
Hello, it's me.
It is October the 13th. Special day in many ways. But most importantly, it is the Navy birthday today.
Anchors away or in the Navy. Either are acceptable, but you have to buy, you have to buy beer and or pretzels for Navy people. So we're gonna play.
Yeah, I already did a Navy stream earlier. We are both exhausted. We're going to do something comfy.
Yeah, it's been a time of all times, so it's time to just be cozy.
Yeah. What won't be cozy is my poor, long-suffering 1080. I have a mod that shows me kind of as it uploads everything for a new game with all the mods I've got, and it cries. It just makes it more clear in which way it's crying. All right. Do we want tropical? Do we want boreal, temperate, frozen?
You know, I think let's you know what? One moment. All right, there we go. Poll. Yeah, okay.
Here's all the stuff I haven't bought, because there's hundreds of dollars of DLC for this goddamn game.
No, we're gonna play that all of chat right now is the steering committee for this city.
Yes. Oh god. Okay, you are the city council.
Yeah, so we're gonna do what are our options? Like prairie?
Prairie, boreal forest,
frozen shithole.
Frozen.
Tropical. And then there's a desert, right?
I have not purchased any of the desert. Or no, the deserts are considered tropical. It looks like.
All right, so I'm allowing additional votes for a 69 Gooba vote. Duration will be 1 minute and firing.
We're unaccountable
Choose your
to the
hell.
Citizenry. Yes.
Yeah, choose your hell. There we go.
They're actually choosing my hell.
Oh, I'm here to watch. Yeah, no, Depth's in control of this one.
Yeah. There is a multiplayer mod for this. We decided that rather than potentially delay the stream to try to make that work, we were just going to run it this way.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, though, we could try that and get it working, because that could be fun. Too many cooks in too small a kitchen.
You know, I'm perfectly fine to co-city a city.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm watching that vote. It's getting there.
It's
getting there. Oh yeah. Okay. 54 Frozen Shithole.
Oh, God.
Frozen Shithole is the winner today. Frozen Shithole, brought to you by Regret.
Frozen Shire looks like our... Yeah, that's got a nice windy little... So, self-imposed rule for this. No straight roads allowed.
No straight roads. If any of you have OCD...
I build, I cannot
build
do
icy islands, so each island can have a theme. So you can have Trash Island and Hogfish Bay.
I was worried that was too close to Mount Port Town. What is our city name? Throw them out.
Well, my favorites are Methburg and Crackton Acres. What is a good one? Let's see.
Chicken Land, says Cookie Mama.
Chicken Land, USA. You know what? Yeah.
You haven't started building and I'm mad.
Yeah. Well, it's Chicken Land. So people come up. It's like Iceland. You know what I mean? You go there and you're like, what the fuck?
Shithole stand. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Chicken Land. Chicken
and
Land, USA.
We can name the municipalities within the greater Chicken Land municipal area. So we will have more opportunities. Here's what I was talking about with the custom asset loading and yeah. Now these background images are pulled randomly from Flickr images that are tagged cities skylines, so I'm not responsible for whatever shows up here. I've never seen anything bad show up here, but I suppose it could. We are playing with my personal mod list, so I did not curate this for stream or anything. There's going to be a whole bunch of shit in here that we probably won't use for this, but whatever. Hello, Granite Elephant. Hey, Diggs.
All right, so we're gonna
Castle
build.
is a bit of a fixer-upper. Yeah.
I think a castle would be fun, but you couldn't live in the whole thing.
I live in probably one of the closer buildings to a castle in America.
Stone, yeah.
It's really thick stone walls. And I will tell you, it's a pain in the ass when things start to go weird. Because we let all the guys that know how to work with stone die. We let them die without passing their craft on.
Well, yeah. That's but here's my counterpoint. If you fuck up stones, what kind of caveman are you?
I've got a lintel stone above a doorway that has gotten a vertical crack. And I'm going to have to figure out how to support that wall while I tear that out and put it back in, or pay someone to do that.
Or you could do what I would suggest.
Yeah,
which
system
is,
RAM. So I built this computer 8 years ago now.
Diggs, can we please do a fundraiser to fix Depp's rat trap? Because I bet when Depp fires this game up, all you smell is just like dust and smoke as it looks like a toaster on the inside. I
overbuilt the cooling system on this.
I think everyone did, because there was a whole time where they were just pushing that shit hard.
Yeah, so it's got a mix of water and air cooling, and I keep it clean. But yeah, my bottleneck on this is system RAM is at 16 gigs because I never updated it because I'm a dumbass. And it just...
Fundraiser for Death's Rat Trap. Like, here's what I'm saying.
I need to build a new PC.
No,
I'm going to do it in this
building.
Corsair C70 again because I love this fucking case, man. It's got working handles on it.
That's fair. I saw somebody actually use one of those mortar shell cases, the one with the seal top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody turn that into a carry case, and they were like, "Isn't this cool? It's robust. It's military." And I was like, "Go pick it up." And they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
yeah.
I got this case, scratch and dent. It's got a big dent in the front, but I don't care.
Yeah, that just means no one's gonna steal it.
Well, it was when I was moving my shit back and forth for LAN parties when I bought this case. So functional carry handles on the top made a lot of sense. It just helped that it was also olive drab, so I stuck a civil defense sticker on the side and called it good. And now, again, nearly a decade later, the poor thing has done its duty and deserves its rest, and yet it
So
soldiers on.
yeah,
This was a used 1080. I bought an eBay used 1080 to put in here. It's a Founders Edition 1080, man. God knows what horrors it experienced.
it
before me.
belongs in a museum.
It's not even a TI. It's just a 1080. Oh yeah, there's room for more RAM in there. I just haven't popped it open. I haven't purchased the RAM. That's the problem, Hippocampus.
My computer was the same way though, because I had a 1080 until last year, because I'm the last computer in the production chain to need to be upgraded. That I've because what do I play? I don't play modern anything. I play Spaceman. I play older games.
This is the most taxing thing that I've put this through. This game with all of the mods is more taxing than Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Oh no. How many mods are we talking? I only glanced.
We are at 500-ish mods.
Oh my sweet fucking Christ.
What? It's mostly cars.
Too many mods. Too many mods. I just thought of a horrible mod that if someone pulled it off would be amazing. Imagine the car and traffic in this game, but with BeamNG physics for the cars.
Oh god. Alright. World map. So we're gonna want... I've got unlimited money on so that we can purchase our play space at the get-go.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And we will just do our best to keep it in the green. Generally. I think that we can make that gentleman's agreement, right?
In the green? What does this mean?
It means that we are going to run this city and be good stewards of the people's money.
So how many statues can we put up?
As many as we want. We will let our heart be our guide. So this is one of the mods that I threw on because I do believe that it is pretty essential for something like this.
No, I do like that, where you can just play with more area.
Yeah, it just opens up the area more.
Oh no, this is just, we didn't get the multiplayer up because we didn't have time to test anything.
You guys are seeing my own personal mod list. We have not done anything for this. It was a spur of the moment. We are exhausted. We'll do something that feels nice and is low effort and low impact.
I would just say start building shit on islands and just have islands, and each island has a theme. And remember, we did have another gentleman's rule. We had another gentleman's rule that was fantastic and fine. And that gentleman's rule is no straight roads.
No straight roads. All right, so what do I have? I've got a highway coming in here.
Imagine that as a bumper sticker. No straight roads. And people are like, what is that?
There's some kind of industry here. Okay. This is island number 1, I think. Is this one right here?
Yeah, it's got a road already going through it.
It's got a road going through it. So... I want to clear cut this for forestry. That's how I think we're going to make some good initial money. Then figure out what is here and exploit it. What do you think?
I think that's fine. I think we could just start logging.
Oh, what is that?
You know?
Ooh, that's cool. Look at the little gravestones. Okay. Yeah, logging and then whatever that is. This is, I think, going to wind up being the main city. That's the nice big island. Yeah, okay. Hyper and Blackwell highways. Well... All right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No straight roads.
No straight roads, not one. Not a single straight road.
Okay.
Not one. Oh, here we go. Now we're playing with dynamite.
Base is already occupied.
But text, this seems terrible.
Yeah, it
Wonderful.
If that is too loud, because it sounds awful loud on my end, tell me.
Whatever the soundtrack is on this game just goes way too fucking hard. Because it seems like, and this
Yeah.
was just when we were playing in the BPL, someone pointed this out. It seems like there was a pirate game about sailing and they just ripped the soundtrack out of it. Like they had another soundtrack and they were just like, nah, and just that one.
That one. That one's good enough. Yeah, oh, come on. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh well.
What do you mean? No, it can do it. You just gotta want it. You just need to start another road first and then join that road with those. Yeah, this will be fine. It's not a roundabout from hell. It doesn't have skid marks and a car in the lake. I remember when they put the first roundabout in Colorado when I lived there, and it was a week before I drove by that roundabout, and there was an oil pan crushed at the front of it, and then just oil all over through the center of it. And you realize someone just hit it at full speed, going, "What do I do?" Oh, that's not a road. Let's not do that one.
What do you mean?
That. So imagine pulling off and seeing a road sign, right?
Yeah.
And you pull off the road and you're like, man, this is great. This is fantastic. I'm going to finally get to my new city. I'm going to go see my sweetheart. She lives there. And you just see that the road doesn't actually connect to the city.
Oh,
It just allows you to slow down a second. And then you're back on the highway. And you're like, what the fuck happened? It's like the traffic version of judo. It's just, why am I over here now? Oh, see?
I told you it was gonna work.
Okay.
And by that I mean I'm gonna have to destroy it several times to make it work.
I have this square peg and a round hole. They won't fit.
There we go. All right, we've got a roundabout now. What if we just stack these like across?
That's how you can tell someone's from the Midwest, by the way. They say across with a T on it.
God damn it. Don't you make fun of the way I talk.
It's across the crick.
I put a W in talk there as well.
Talk. Yeah, I know. The other one that's really good is if you go up on the Great Lakes, especially in Ohio, especially Cleveland, people say milk is malk, like M-A-L-K, and they say pillow is pillow.
Yep. We don't wash clothes here. We wash them. If you aren't familiar.
Gotta wash them clothes.
Gotta wash them. I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. You know what though? I just realized prop and tree anarchy's on, so it's not deleting any of the trees. Whatever.
Hey, Eichmann. How's it going? I just dropped by this guy's stream, by the way.
Literally making caramel India. Oh, Eichmann, yes.
No, yeah. I was telling Deb, I'm sitting there looking through streams. I was just seeing who's playing BattleTech, who's playing MechWarrior, you know, whatever. Because I always try to say hi to streamers who are playing that. And he's sitting there in his full Stormtrooper shit that looks perfect, like movie perfect. And he's playing BattleTech. And I'm just like, this is awesome. It's fantastic. I was like, so many people sitting there playing on streams with fucking VTuber shit, and here's a guy doing the full Stormtrooper thing, driving a battle mech, and I'm like, yes, this is good.
Fuck yeah. It is.
So everybody say hi to the Stormtrooper, because that shit is awesome.
Eternally
I love
fun.
good cosplay.
It is eternally fun to occasionally run into people out in the wild.
Oh yeah, and well, that's well, there were two people who do know what I look like. One was on a train right after the American Civil War came out, and it was funny because there was a guy watching it on his phone, but he was really engrossed in it, like he was leaned over, and I was waiting to get off the train, right? And it was raining, it was really rainy as shit. I'm wearing a trench coat, and I had a hat, because I didn't bring a fucking, umbrella.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there watching the American Civil War, and he looks over at me, like, why are you looking at me? And I said, yeah, that one was pretty hard to make, but I think it's one of my best. And his mouth goes open, and I pulled up the lapels on the trench coat and put the hat on, and I said, no one will ever believe you, and walked off the train.
Okay, that is loud for you guys too. Jesus. It's at 40% volume. And I think it's turned down on my...
The other was, I was at a game store in a place, and there was a guy. It was like this. Yeah, I mean, this guy looked like, how should I describe it? He looked like Black Dynamite, okay? Like football player, afro, awesome dude. And he's sitting there. He had the House Kurita, like kimono gi on, the gi thing, right?
Yes.
He had that on. He had a katana. He had a Kurita necklace on a gold chain, right?
Fuck yeah.
And so I saw this guy, and he was talking around the game store, and he looked at me, and I just kind of looked at him, and he was just talking to other people. And then when it was my time to leave, I was like, "Hey man, glory to the dragon," and he's like, "Yeah, wait, what?" And I just kept walking. But no, like I'm always blown away with people's amazing cosplay. The problem I find with myself, and maybe this is imposter syndrome, but I don't think I'm that special, and so I don't want to hang around and talk to people and prove it.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy that's like, oh man, I saw him and he's a cryptid. That's fine. I would just be kind of blown away because I wouldn't know what to say.
One of my supervisors, so we do the fucking self-evaluation shit now at work. And one of my
self-evaluation.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yearly self-evaluations.
Pretty good. Definitely need a raise.
It is tied to our raises. And So we self-eval and then the supervisor evals, and you compare the two is the way that the county wants it done.
Oh, so guess a number?
Yeah, essentially. I
So
have a
how's the
number in
morale
my
doing?
head.
How's morale doing with the guess a number game?
We are all very burned out.
Oh,
You
surprising.
know that monologue from the end of the thing where he's like, nobody trusts each other and we're all very tired.
Oh, God, yeah. I've been living that for the last few years of my life.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Accidental straight road.
Oh, gotta delete it.
Gotta delete it. Yeah, so, no, number one, most people are too hard on themselves on their eval, is one thing I've noticed. Two, my supervisor's like, well, I need to put down a goal for you. And I was like, I'll be honest, my goal here is to retire and have one of my coworkers ask, who is that? Did he work here? You know, I want to be so boringly competent that nobody really knows who I am or what I do.
Good. That's a good one.
He couldn't
become a fixture.
Yeah, he couldn't understand what I was saying with that. He's like, no, it's like, that is, I don't want any glory. I want to support the team. I want to do good things. You know, leave this place better than I found it in every way that I can.
Yeah.
Because I am going to burn out of this profession at some point. And I want to have done something to improve people's lives when that happens.
Amen. Fucking amen. That's what you... Chad, is that not what you want to hear a cop say? Amen.
You know, I carry around... I carry around reflective snap bracelets, and I hand them out to people that I find walking along sideways, riding bicycles. You know, I've noticed that there's a lot more people who are struggling financially. We're having more and more people who are becoming unhoused, to use the current popular term. So, you know, if I can talk to those people, make sure they've got somewhere warm they're going, make sure they've got something that they're going to be a little bit more visible when they're out there, because it's dangerous on highways at night, man.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And that's just something that I chose to do. I saw them in Amazon. I was like, I have a use case for that, and I went for it. So, yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time a supervisor at a place, redacted, did my annual evaluation, and you're rated, you know, like meets, exceeds, or what have you, right?
Yeah.
And a supervisor dinged me on customer service, like interacting with external partners. And I said, sir, why are you ringing me on that? And he goes, I got to ding you on something. And I said, let's never mind that everyone calls me instead of you. You just wrote that in writing. I'm going to earn it. I told him what I thought of him that moment, and then I signed the paperwork.
See,
the word spineless came up more than once. That was like the Disco Elysium, like, say something clever, me lord. And then the dice failed. And I was like, okay, let's be very clever.
I think we've got a good start to a road network here, don't you?
Oh my God, look at that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
These
Will
roads
points out
make
that
SnowRunner trails look positively pedestrian.
Wolf points out that every driver in the town is going to have arms like tree trunks from steering.
I made a promise when I got hired as mayor and city planner. No straight roads.
No straight roads.
No straight roads. God, this is going to be hard as hell to get services to everything. Okay.
Oh no.
What do you think? Oil?
Oh hell yes.
Yeah, let's do oil. We will go ahead and put it right up here. And that should, because I have a mod for it, power through the road network, so we don't have to worry about high tension lines.
Oh, good.
Which direction does the water flow?
Oh man. Okay. You know, I fucked that up once, and I didn't know how polluted my water was from, my offshoot. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
hadn't paid attention, and I'm colorblind, and the tinge between clear water and dirty water, and this is kind of vague. It's just a little bit more dull.
Oh yeah.
So I fucked up and put the intake pipes on the wrong side. That's how I lost 8,000 people in 24 hours. Died. Not left the city, died from drinking that tap water.
Little bit of cholera as a treat.
Something far worse than that. That's like herpetogonosyphilis. That is all the diseases at once. That is, it'd be like drinking
Courtesy of
paint.
Chicken Land.
It was horrible. Like, how they do parts per million in water?
That was
It was
parts per
probably
100.
no. It was probably like the parts per million is the water.
So there's so much contaminants. This isn't technically water anymore. It's mud.
It's concrete, baby.
That's concrete, baby.
That is the best fucking meme. I don't know why people don't like it.
Okay. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
Water everywhere. Yeah. Well,
All right. Because I hate doing road networks, they get to be, or pipe networks, they get to be straight. All right. Also, I don't think I can actually curve them.
I'm just gonna say this. This city is the city of the future.
Future port.
Future port. It's the future of today, but tomorrow.
But done tomorrow, yeah. All of the amenities of today's city, but you can have them tomorrow.
The thing that I think is really key when you do city planning is you have to say things that sound like progress, but aren't.
Yeah. Progress is expensive.
Conceptualization. Oh yeah,
People want
yeah.
They don't want to pay for it.
No.
So you need to give them progress without giving them progress. That's the rule.
See, you can say stuff like, we removed all the rats from the city's bread supply, and people
All
will
of
cheer.
them.
They won't ask what else is in the city's bread supply. They'll just be glad there's no more rats in there.
Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I'd be like, rat free, sign me up.
That is indeed concrete, baby.
Hell yeah, it is. You have to. Now, I once, when I lived in Colorado, there was a Chinese restaurant that burned down.
Yeah.
And the guy who was the fire chief quit after it because he said he saw too much.
Okay.
And I said, what do you mean? And he said that was his favorite Chinese place. And I said, oh, you lost your favorite landmark. That's terrible. And he goes, no, when it caught on fire, he said there was a carpet of vermin leaving the building.
Oh, God.
And he said that he can't unsee it.
More and more summoning rooms shall be complete. Indeed. What are we naming this hospital?
Oh, let's see. Discount Dan's Pretty Good Sutures.
Let's open it up to.
Oh, you're right. We should let chat name a hospital.
Absolutely. That's you do like that name? Okay. Sweet baby Jeebus is not it. I am still sleep deprived, so I'm going to be stumbling over my words quite a bit here. Don't mind me.
It's all right.
I like how it cleared the trees, but not the rocks or the downed logs. Oh, there's a deer that just wandered up to the hospital.
Well, maybe it's there for healthcare, or it senses the weak.
Dr. Scromble's feel-good hut, St. Payne's Hospital.
St. Payne's, hell yes.
And it is, of course, an LLC.
Our sister of Oh God, why?
And we are contracting with AMR for ambulance service. We'll do the Sprinter. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got ourselves a hospital. Look at that thing. That looks like a hospital. God damn.
That looks surprisingly like a hospital, yes.
Hospitals need parking. No, I need the narrow parking. No. Yeah, whatever. There we go.
I need the narrow parking.
Oh no, none of the parking lots are gonna fit.
Oh no, no parking lots. What's the worst that could happen? It'll be fine.
It will. There we go. We got some parking lots. It's fine. Okay, we need a fire station. We've got, that's an ARF station. I like that one. Chickentown Station number 1. What color are our fire trucks? Red or yellow?
Oh, that's a good question.
I've got a bunch of like classic stuff. 1990s Pierce. You can tell that I am autistic and was a firefighter because I've got like 30 fire engines to choose from.
Did I ever tell you when I did dispatch and there was a volunteer fire department that I called on to put out a fucking fire and their fire engine wasn't running?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you how they solved it?
No.
I call them and I'm like, yeah, blank unit, blank location. We have, you know, an ALS fire, roll engine 1, standby traffic, and, you know, just dispatching.
Uh-huh. Like you do.
And they said, we have a unit down. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they said, don't worry, we'll be en route after we have the unit down. So they say, show us en route. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, how are they en route if the truck's broken?
Yeah.
Then I remembered this is a small town and they have like a 30-something Dodge fire truck.
Oh, no.
They bring it out on parades. So they start calling me from the hand radio, which sounds like shit because it's bouncing through 4 repeaters. And I hear the bell being clanged by a guy and another guy cranking the hand siren. So it's as they're like driving in this 30s thing. And I'm like, you guys love your job too much. God bless you.
Oh, God. So we had our original 1924 Model T pumper when I was a firefighter. We had somehow managed to latch onto that and keep it. And it was in running condition. We did, you know, stuff with it, parades and whatnot. We'd let kids climb all over it. It had a hand-operated pump, Tex.
Yeah.
As in, you would put 6 people on that truck, drive to where it was. 4 people would turn the pump up and down, and the other 2 would take the hose and advance into the fire, and hope the other guys were, you know, in shape
Not
enough
getting
they
tired.
didn't run out.
They didn't get winded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna go with black vehicles for this one.
I did show you my absolute favorite though episode of Cops. Remember, ma'am, your house is on fire.
Yes.
That is the best episode of any TV show probably ever shown on American television. And it was an old episode of Cops I've linked it several times. I told people about it because I'm sure my memory remembered it. And I said, this happened. And everyone was like, oh, bullshit, that didn't happen. Then we found it. There's an episode of Cops where this cop runs up to this lady's house because he's responding to a fire, and he sees this lady's house and he goes, oh my God, there's people in there. And he takes out his baton and starts smashing the windows out, yelling, there's a fire, get out of the house. This elderly woman comes out and is like, oh my God. And he's like, ma'am, there's no time. You gotta go. And they're dragging her out of the house. And he's like, the fire must be in the attic. And then he gets outside and realizes it's the other house. He just smashed this lady's windows out and screamed at her. And then he goes, it's the other house, and just takes off running. I was like, this is perfect. It's so good.
All right. Y'all are going to be green. That's your color now.
All right. So
yeah,
I think random district. Oh, remember, we do need to increase the speed on these roads. Once you district everything up, we're gonna need to do that.
Well, I'm putting little pieces of commerce at the end of all of these little feeder roads.
I'm sure the people there will love it.
So, well, it makes it more walkable, right? You need to get to McDonald's. It's in between Fred and Justin's houses. The downside is McDonald's needs a 53-foot truck to bring all that chicken and beef to them.
Oh, God.
All right, we are going to go ahead and put a commercial center kind of in the downtown area. What we've decided is downtown. Oh God, are we putting in a city hall or anything like that?
What? Why? Why let bureaucrats congregate? That's a mistake.
You think so?
Too much stupid in one room is really dangerous.
What about a tax office?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. We got to get our money.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. The roads are all frozen. We should do something about that. Wait, no?
Like what?
Okay. You do have a helipad. Why do you have a helipad? Why am I not able to select what kind of helicopter you're picking out? Whatever. I don't care. That was a Coast Guard helicopter that landed on it. Come on. Okay.
Who let the coasties in?
This town's going to shit already. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say about it.
No, it's not. It's not going to shit.
Banks? Why is Banks under the police tab?
Because it's a system of control, brother. No.
Probably.
Yeah.
There, yeah,
probably
we'll do a bank. Disaster services, I don't think we need that yet. We do need death care. Child therapy center. Okay, I don't remember why I downloaded that. AirMed. Ooh, Emmy's office. Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't get the Emmy involved. Great. Now all the murder is documented.
But the ME has a much wider range than the coroner or the morgue. These are all the industries. Nope. I need roads. I need road department. Road tolls. We could set up a toll. Education. No, we don't need to educate anybody yet. There's some kind of public transport hubs. No. Is it under parks? Pedestrian areas, props, nature reserve, zoo. Fuck them kids. They go and learn today. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Now there's some kind of like city maintenance that I'm looking for. Landmarks, tourism and leisure. Winter unique buildings. Ice hockey rink. Snow castle
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Snowboard arena. That looks fucking metal. The Igloo Hotel. Okay. We are going to do an ice hotel. Right
An
there.
ice hotel.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I bet it's here.
So one of them hotels that like is just a bunch of frozen ice sculptures around concrete because they're always like, it's all ice. And you're just like, really? Let me punch a hole in it. And they're like, don't.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that hotel that James Bond showed up in where he blew all those diamonds into that guy's face.
We are becoming a tax haven for a little bit. Gotta get some growth with an F.
Grove.
Yeah, it's time to growth.
Well, we just gotta, do our best here.
There we go. That ought to do well. God, there is some kind of... Where is it? I would have sworn it would be under roads. Public transport roads, no.
I mean, this isn't the worst. I did
Road
make that hydro.
There we go.
I did make that hydroponic dam that one time.
You did.
Yeah, dumping all of our septic into a lake and that started to overflow. So I just like cut a channel and then I put a dam on it. So it ran on turds. I
Yeah,
guess
we
if
want
the
that.
turbine blades were big enough, it could run on turds.
Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, okay. I like all them. There we go. We got the plows running. That's what we were after. Go ahead and let that be Mr. Plow. Oh, look at all that. They're just plowing to beat the band. Now, with the little yellow flashy light, that's actually kind of cute. Those are filling up quick. Since when are there snow dumps?
I don't know.
Usually we just push that shit into a Walmart parking lot and call it good.
Yeah, that's their problem now.
All right, we're gonna need some more heavy commerce. So let's do that. Yeah, that's probably enough. Shopping cart corrals, don't need them. What we need is a parking garage.
Oh boy, a parking garage?
A parking garage. A garage in which one can park.
Why would you put this bane on us?
Because it is really hard to make a realistic looking American city in this game without parking fucking everywhere. Because that's the way American cities are.
No, you're right. It's just I'm uncomfortable with it because I live in America.
Yes.
And I hate parking garages.
Oh, they're awful. Universal.
They're terrible. Like I've never heard someone say thank God for the parking garage.
And yet they are a necessary evil.
Well, yeah, otherwise people park on your lawn.
Yep. And then they call me to come talk to your neighbors because you don't want to. And like, frankly, yeah, your neighbors are dicks. I don't want to talk to them either. But somebody's gotta, and I guess it's gonna be me.
But not if you don't wanna. You can just say, I don't wanna. And they're like, well, that's fair.
Ugh. It'll all be better once I've got some rank, and I can say, no, you go talk to him.
See, that's the right way to see these things. It's just be like, you know
Exactly.
what? Maybe I don't have to.
Eventually, I can make this someone else's problem. Until then,
look
I'll
forward
just
to
hate
that day.
myself.
I look forward to that day.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, God, yeah. Sometimes I fantasize about having a job that I don't dream about and wake up feeling tired and then have to go to it.
Yeah.
Da-na-na, da-na-na,
We're just gonna turn over. I looked away for a couple minutes, and looking back at the stream was a mistake. The motto of this city's police force: I don't want to, but somebody gotta. Exactly.
Yeah, that's hard to put on the shield, though. You should. Oh,
You could fit
God.
that on a fender.
You should tell them about the oversized shield they issued.
They didn't issue that one. So, I wear a badge.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy, Depp. That's
And
crazy.
when I became a deputy proper, they gave me a single badge. They said, if you want extras, you're gonna have to buy them yourself. And I said, cool. Give me the model number and what brand makes our badge, and I'll order my own. You know, you usually have to have like a letter from the sheriff saying that you can or whatever for various manufacturers. So I got that, and they gave me the model number, and I ordered it.
Right.
Oh, that's a hell of a fire over there. Yeah.
You mean that's no? Look, see, that's the Zorg festival that we have. The Zorg Fest. Yeah, right. See the Zorg festival.
Zorg Fest. Oh man. So 3-4 weeks later, my badges come in, and they are almost twice the size of the badge we issue. Like
They're the good
we
one.
wear a 1.75 inch star, and they're 3 and change. Comically large. And I go, good lord, okay. Well, clearly they sent me the wrong ones or something. So I look, and no, they didn't. They sent me exactly what I ordered, and it is the style of our badge, it's just the largest version of it. So I put it on my shirt and I wear it in, and the undersheriff sees me and he goes, Deputy, why do you have the hubcap of justice on your chest? I go, well, sir, this is the badge that you told me to order, and I've ordered it, and now I'm going to wear it because I paid $130 for each of these. And we came to an agreement on that. I still have those badges. They don't go on uniform shirts anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should just put it on the Flava Flav chain like a clock.
So I've got it on a really long chain. It is my off-duty and polo training kind of badge. Because in those situations, I want a giant, shiny piece of please don't shoot me if I have to go do something, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And then the other one I ordered as a flat to go in a wallet, so I also still have that. I did order the correct size later on with my badge number on it even. Because for the first 6 years I worked here, I didn't have anything with my badge number on it. It's not on my business cards, it's not on my badge, it's not on my ID. And then... no, not even the jacket, yeah. I could use it as a buckler nearly. Yeah, well, I actually own almost everything I wear on duty. They own the shirt, they own the gun and the holster it's in, they own the taser and the holster it's in. I own everything else.
Welcome to American law enforcement.
Yeah. Um,
So let's look at the traffic through this city.
Traffic is actually pretty decent, like surprisingly. I assume that the curvy roads keep people awake. You know, there's no road hypnosis happen when you are going from all the way to the left stop to all the way to the right. Yeah, like we're doing decent somehow.
I think we need more people here to make the traffic more exciting.
Yes, 100%. I agree. So let's do just that.
More people.
More people, more gooder. I did follow someone's advice and set these up as, you know, arteries and then feeder roads and then residential or business roads for consistency. And that's actually working really well. Whoever suggested that, thank you. Good for you.
Look, it'll be fine.
You know what I think we need? I think we need a stadium. Oh god, we're not going to fit that on this island. Okay, let's... What about like a soccer field?
Oh, sure. Why not? Have some of that. And you know what? I'm just watching people take those corners in that car. Holy fuck. Oh, this is dumb. What are you going to do? Just put, you know what? Just fill the town with fun things.
Small crops greenhouse. We are going to use that very rural looking water tower at some point.
Well, I
why
think
are
so.
you guys all abandoned? Abandoned. We had the floor
Why
fall out of our shopping district.
Why? Abandon? Why?
People
What is
want,
causing the city to be sad?
People want industry now.
Do they?
Too many too many stores, not enough products.
No,
So,
more industry.
we're doing industry, and I think it may be time to start our logging industry up here. Do we? Yeah, I think we do. I think we have to. It's time for an intersection from hell on this highway. An interchange.
You know what? You're right. We need more fun.
Traffic is flowing too smooth. We need more. All right. Let's see what we've got. Now we're going to use our custom ones. We've got a small double trumpet. That one runs pretty well, though. Oh, we could put in a turbine. Those are always fun. Nice little
Yeah.
highway roundabout, essentially. In keeping with our promise of no new straight roads. Subtly different from the promise I made at the start of stream, but don't question it. Yeah, okay. This is gonna work. Yeah. Gonna work good.
I'm kind of worried because as you delete that, there's cars just in the road, in the snow now.
They'll figure it out. They always do.
Right. They do.
Fine. Yeah, oh, come on. All right, and we are going to upgrade this to a 2-lane. Fuck, those are straight, aren't they? Well, this one is.
You know, I can't tell anymore, and that's fine.
There we go. That fixes that. There we go. No, we want that too. Yeah. Okay, fine. Whatever. That should work. And those are connected and they're going the right way. Are you going the right way? You are going the right way. Alright, so when we restart here, they will put themselves on whatever road is closest and go from there. Alright, we got roundabouts leading into roundabouts.
Yeah, all right. Make sure that roundabout's at 70, 75 miles an hour.
Which one?
The one off the highway. We want to make sure they hit it at speed so they can merge.
They're hitting it at speed.
Oh, yeah. Here, play it at normal speed so people can see that lean. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Just
That's a good roundabout.
Over.
That's a good one.
Even the snowplow hits it. Woo!
See, that's the good... See? Oh, wow. That was... Yeah. That's amazing. That's what you really want.
It is. That is what you really want. What you really, really want.
I want to hum.
Anna? Really, really, really... I forget the rest.
What else did the Spice Girls ever do?
I don't know. I know that song because of Small Soldiers.
I was around when they were around, and...
Well, I was too. But that's, you know, it wasn't my scene. The reason I know that song is because of the movie Small Soldiers. They used it in the main fight scene.
You know, sometimes you just need those magical things. Have Depp review Spice World. I sent you some really interesting movies, physical copies, and I sent you some links to other movies that we watched. That there's a whole section of movies. There's a whole section of movies that I just call COVID film, where it was stuff that was just made during COVID to keep people employed or whatever, and they're not good movies. They're really bad movies, and most of them just feel like you took all the themes you had and put them in a blender. And you know, there's so many movies that are like that are just why. But I will say this: any big movie made to kind of like showcase an up and coming artist is gonna be a challenging film to make, especially if they're not actors.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I mean, like Sinatra was good in The Manchurian Candidate, but he didn't have a lot of lines. You know what I mean?
Well, whenever I think about people trying to make the jump from music to acting, I think about the Elvis films.
Oh man, Blue Hawaii and
yeah, because that is really, you know, the epitome for me of he's popular elsewhere. Let's try to get him into this industry too, and then when it doesn't work, they just kind of abandon the idea. But they were a vehicle to get him to sing on camera at the same time, which works out fine for that specific goal.
All right, let's see. What do we have here? I'm just kind of watching this thing take place. Now, that road isn't. Some of these roads that people may not appreciate do have an appreciable twist and pitch to them. If you zoom in, I think people should see the traffic as they navigate these roads, because they're a lot like a slalom.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Make them a little bigger. That'll help.
Yeah. Just one more lane, bro. Just one more lane.
Just one more lane.
Just one more lane.
Just one more lane. Yeah, I know. That's
All right. So most people got this figured out pretty well, you know. Yeah, I mean we're doing decent here.
yeah. I mean, so far we're only running a massive deficit.
Yeah, 21,000 a day.
That's actually not a bad burn rate for a city.
No, well, for a city of 5,000 people,
Yeah, that's like burning a patrol car a day.
yeah. I use patrol cars.
Well, I didn't say we were a good city.
Oh man. So there's cities within my jurisdiction that sometimes have their own law enforcement. Right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Right.
We got a call, a complaint, from a individual who said one of these cities was parked in the middle of the road running traffic with their Chevy Suburban within their city, and they tried to call the police station to complain to the police chief. And nobody picked up at the police station. And I was told to handle this, so I speak to the complainant and I say, well, they're a small city. They only have one officer on duty at a time. If the officer's out of the office, he's not going to be there to pick up your phone call. However, I will go talk to him and see what's going on and, pass along your contact information so that the chief of police can get in touch with you, right? Doing the, hey, this isn't my problem, you called me anyway, I'll do my best to fix it kind of thing. So I drive out there, and there is indeed a Chevy Suburban sitting smack in the middle of the road. And there's a guy in it.
Right.
I stop, and I pull into one of the angled parking that's in every small American town. And I walk over to the Suburban, and I go, hey, buddy, what are you doing here? He goes, the truck stopped an hour ago, and I've been trying to get it started since then. The battery's dead now. Can you give me a jump?
Wow.
Guy on Broadway, I have a bold new idea for city automotive planning. Okay, anything would be better. How does it look? Have you ever seen a diagram of the human sinus?
Oh, well, yeah, this is kind of
no,
that.
he was not under the influence. His agency just bought shitty equipment and it died. Man, we still have an economically depressed city center here.
You know what we need? Boy.
We need
you know
some
what?
commercial interests is what we need.
That's what we need. We need commercial interests. Yes.
How do I get it, though? How do I make companies want me here? Want to be here, rather.
Easy. Go into the tax thing and just set corporate tax to like 1% and watch the bad times begin.
So, I've got all tax at 1%, because trickle down is the way we're doing this.
My favorite thing that I did was I create tax traps.
Mm-hmm.
Where I will create a whole bunch of land and then everyone brings their businesses there and it's all at 1%. And then I slide it all the way over to like 50% for a month. And then I have a year's worth of operating budget.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. We'll do Parks and Recreation boost. We're going to do recycling. smoke detector distribution, because I've got a bad feeling about this. Fishing licenses. We're doing tax relief for commercial below 1% taxes. And small and big business enthusiasts. Let's see. Let's boost connections. No, we are not doing a union. Not while industry is trying to flee our city. All right. Well, let's take some of this here abandoned commercial space then and rezone it yellow for industry. All right. Let's all laugh at the industry that never learns anything.
All right, let's just keep pouring. Yeah, just keep pouring people in there. As long as more people live in your city, it's better.
More people, more better. Them's the rules. Learn to
More
love
people,
it or leave. Oh God,
more
stop
people,
leaving.
More people, more ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John.
Yeah.
Do we have a Papa John's? I know I've got it in here. What are you?
There will be a reckoning.
You're a Big Bite restaurant. Is that a real restaurant? I don't think so. That sounds generic. But it looks American.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
I got turned around because everything's so awful. I was like, wait, no, what? What's where?
I had an idea,
Oh, it's
but
a
then
Culver's.
I didn't.
It's a drugstore Culver's.
A drugstore Culver's, so I can go get my medication and my Culver's in the same place?
Big Bite is real? Oh, wow. Isn't it this game that canonizes fan death? If I recall, if you put a wind turbine next to a house, it kills people? Yes.
Yeah.
That
sounds about right.
It does, doesn't it? Why are you in my city? Okay. Stop moving for a second. Fine, whatever. Don't care. National Guard wants to fly Hueys off the police station. It's their fucking business.
By all means. Yeah, by all means. Why wouldn't you? You know, I mean, they're defending the freedom that we need defended, right? So you gotta do something about that. You gotta let them helicopter things on occasion.
Otherwise, they get anxious, and that's when they start jumping off of, the second story of the barracks and kidnapping people.
Exactly. You got to give people an outlet, otherwise they start doing bad things.
I think honestly, that's the reason why the military wastes so much of your time. Like, legitimately, I believe that is one of the reasons. They're like, oh God, if we don't keep them here until 6 p.m. every day, crime in the neighboring area increases by 3%.
Well, I mean, that's a legit concern. You gotta let them have that helicopter time.
Gotta give them their helicopter time.
Yeah. You need your helicopter time.
Gotta have it.
Well, I mean, otherwise, what's the point? Because I mean, there are some people who join the military and they go, I just want to have a, you know, a college or a what have you, and that's fine. You know, upward mobility, great. But I think most people join the military because of like, when I was little, I set things on fire and blew them up. And you're telling me there's a job where that's okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And right, you know, like you need to live out some things, not let your memes be dreams.
This is the smoking section of the city.
Well, you know, I'd like to say that it has an aroma.
It's got a pall of death and cigarette smoke.
You mean we can now sell this as a really cool movie set?
Oh God,
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you need an industrial hellscape?
Tax incentives for film. Fuck yeah. The snow melts without the... I just realized that. Yeah, they're not plowing this part of the city because the snow melts from the chemicals. That is awful. Not enough workers at Frank's Fish Stick Factory. Oh no!
Oh man,
Anyway.
that's terrible. It's not smog, it's a feature. Think about how much you can cut off of post-processing in a film if you've already got it laid into the grain because it's stuck to it.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No. What are you? Agricultural field, small extended sidewalk. All right. You know what this town needs? Statues. Where's my city center? Oh God, I get turned around way too easy in this place.
Yes, yeah, it's okay though. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh God, it wants it. Yeah, okay, no. We're not going to be able to use a Frederick Douglass statue.
I'd say just put it every 3 feet. Like, just do what we do in the Soviet City game. Find statue, copy, paste everywhere. That's what I do.
There we go. St. James Episcopal Church.
St. Jimmy's. So we don't have a James here. This is a St. Jimmy's. This is a very casual place. You know what I mean?
Okay. St. Jimmy's.
St. Jimmy's. You know? St.
Always
Jimmy's.
has
Going
been,
down
always
to,
will be.
like, you go down to St. Jimmy's, right? And guess what's at St. Jimmy's? You know, when you got the Eucharist and the wine? Nah, nacho cheese chips. St. Jimmy's, very casual.
Very casual. You know what we need? We need a post office. Everybody likes that.
Hippocampus Hamster says when you go downtown, you want the filtered cigs for safety.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Ooh, the NGVD. Don't mind if I do. And some mail Jeeps. Yeah. Sure. And Grumman LLVs. Fuck yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And, sure. And sure. And, yes, sir. Yes, and thank you.
Lots of mail.
Lots of
I,
mail.
you know, in my cities, I don't deliver the mail, and I save so much money. It really cuts down on things.
Does it? We'll get rid of the not immersive post van. I wish I could just copy and paste buildings with their settings complete. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That's true. That's true. I mean, it would be pleasant.
No postal truck. No postal truck. No postal van. Yeah. All right, and we need a postal sorting facility somewhere. And here's as good as somewhere.
I'm just thinking you shouldn't deliver the mail.
You still think
It saves so much time.
But it's an industry that makes money, Tex.
Does it?
It is, yeah.
Oh. Well, okay, deliver some, but not all. You got to leave people, hungry for more.
All right, we need a foresting area. Yeah, fence. I don't care about fences. I just want to paint agricultural, industrial specialization. Yeah.
Yeah, mail delivery rate 50%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get me.
I think we just got to let our post service do what it wants.
Yeah, did you see the mailman who got prosecuted for just dumping mail in a crevasse?
Yeah,
For like 3 years.
Yeah, did you ever read the one about the mailman that they went to his home and he had undelivered mail from like 30 years?
Good God. No,
he would like get through so much and be like, I'm done, and then just dump it out in his living room. And they said it was just full.
He's like, I'll deliver this tomorrow, and never did.
Yeah, it just kept adding up.
Good
I was just like,
that's
sneak
frankly
100.
That's impressive.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't.
I would I would just be like, that's amazing.
Let me I would be mad if that was my mail.
Yeah, but if you were the person who caught it, you'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, if
you're the Moriarty of mail crime. Talk about someone being the Moriarty of mail crime.
Mail crime.
Mail fraud. Zip Winchester here to remind you that touching the mail that isn't yours could result in jail, and lying about it could result in perjury. Don't lie to a postal inspector.
They're cops.
It says so on the badge. I just think that's hilarious, though. Just somebody's like, I'll deliver it tomorrow for 25 years.
I'm tired now.
I'm tired. Well, it's like the end of, oh God, what was it? That stupid movie Marty did. Killers of the Flower Moon, where at the end of the movie, it's just like Marty tired now.
Yep. I'm tired of making movies. It's become a radio drama.
No, it's just where he's like, I'm tired of this film, so it ends this moment.
That is such a weird film.
It's weird because usually I know a movie's going to have a soft point, a real bad soft point in the film. And the soft point's pretty simple to spot, because what you will see is the director comes out with the press and will tell people about some of the new things from them that you can see in this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the things that he started talking about, like, for example, when they did Oppenheimer, there was like 8-10 fucking interviews talking about how much money they spent on the explosion and how cool it was and how big an effect it was. And then you go see the movie and it's like a wet popcorn fart. It's nothing.
Yeah, the explosion was one of the most disappointing parts.
Right. And so you see that, and you're like, wow, that seems kind of crappy. But it's usually how they telegraph this stuff. They will say, this is going to be an interesting thing. We did this, and that lets you know, okay, this is their weak point. Well, when that movie came out, he said that the interesting thing that we're working on is that this movie has a lot of ad lib in it, and we just let people take the scenes where they wanted to go. And I went, oh no. So then I watched that movie on a plane. And as I'm watching the movie on the plane, time and time and time again, the scene just goes on and on and on and on. And I just went, and scene.
And scene?
Yeah,
Scene?
just like cut, cut, cut. Like just every 10 seconds, cut. And it was just scenes that went on for too long. And you realize that's not the editor, that's deliberate.
Yeah. Because that was my first guess was, okay, who edited this fucking thing?
Well, because it's not snappy. If you look at Scorsese films, you know, Scorsese films are like that, where they'll traditionally they've been very snappy, and then you get to something like Killers of the Flower Moon, and you go, "The fuck is this shit?" And it's
God. How in the fuck do I increase this area?
oh, if you paint a specialized industrial zone, you get factories processing goods, says Jiggles.
There we go. Yes, okay. That is what I was trying to do. I used the wrong paintbrush. That is my bad. And we are going to clear cut this entire side of the island. There we go. And now I can put workers' barracks. And there's a maintenance building that needs to go in here somewhere. And some plantations.
I think this will be a fine thing. The city has a lot of what's the term? Panache, panache,
Panache.
panache,
Bonjour.
buongiorno.
Oh yeah, we want a sawmill. Fuck yes.
Of course, we want a sawmill.
And a pellet plant.
For wood
Engineered
pellets?
Yeah.
Or okay. I was gonna say like a
Pulp mill, log yard. We'll need some log yards, I think.
I think we'll need some log yards, yeah.
Sawdust storage. We're going to be making sawdust, friends.
You know? Nothing
Wood
like
chip
what's your town about? Sawdust. Welcome to Sawdust Springs. By the way, our welcome to Sawdust Springs. Our Rice Krispies are cheaper than normal. That was probably one of the most horrifying experiments I saw, where somebody said, how much Rice Krispie can you replace with, sawdust before people notice? And the answer is a lot.
Yeah, like 50% before there's a visual or taste difference.
Yeah, like people are still eating like 50% sawdust and going like, this isn't for me.
It does taste a little different, but it is something that if I ate it, I wouldn't be like, this is sawdust.
No, like nobody could tell it was sawdust. And the person running the experiment was just beaming, smiling. Like, this is funny.
And it was. They were right.
It absolutely was.
All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing
I
fine.
think we're fine. Yeah, we're doing fine.
We don't want to run over and step on Cooking on the Rim again, because I feel bad every time I do that. Yep, we'll put some little commercial bits in here. If this was in Europe, you'd need saw meters instead.
You know,
I like that. You're gonna get the wrong factories with that zoning. How? Because it's yeah, it's a forestry area, so it should only allow forestry zoning, right? To be fair, the rice doesn't log Krispies. To be fair, the rice doesn't have the flavor. It's the sugar that's the primary flavor. So you technically could make the whole bar out of sawdust if it's fine enough. He did. He made a sawdust Rice Krispie bar.
Yeah,
100%
pretty much.
sawdust by volume.
Correct.
Because initially he was doing it by weight, and then he had to switch to by volume, if I recall. Or maybe the reverse of that. The mutually exclusive forestry industry zone. Not the one that pops up when I do the forestry main building.
Well, I mean, look, just clear cut everything, and we'll get fake trees later when we need them.
All right, you know what? I'll just double it up. Yep. Ain't no big deal. No extra work on my part, really. Yep. Yes, sir. And Cedar District is also forestry only. We do have plenty of trees. Yeah, that sounds right. There we go. Need to see them trees. Exactly. You know what? Because I'm such a good mayor, I am going to put down... Well, let's see. Pine? Boreal pine, generic pine, pine plant, Corsican pine, pine. Yeah,
Is the Corsican pine the tricksy one that has like the poison trick?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Or no, that's the never wager with a Sicilian thing. Never wager with Corsican pine. What? The fuck does that mean? It made sense in my head.
Vegetation? No. God, there's some way to do a brush. Whatever. Or maybe I'm thinking of SimCity. Maybe SimCity does the brush.
Just bring back SimCity 2000 with the Urban Renewal Kit.
Ooh, that would be a good one for the stream. SimCity 2000 is my favorite.
With the Urban Renewal Kit is hilarious. That's where the game gets stupid. Because that's where you can just build arcologies.
Yes. Let's put this on fast forward and let our property values come up a little bit. Because good God, these people suck. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes'm. Oh, hey. There's a fire. Not a big problem. It's been resolved either way. Alright, I need to step away for half a second. I will be right back.
All right, so Chad, let's look at this wonderful city and all of the fine things in it. As you can see, nature is healing, as it does, and everything is better, as we said it would be. Everything is absolutely fine. The smog smothered the fire. Fire can't breathe without oxygen, and by pre-smogging the area, we remove that temptation from things, and everything's fine. It's just, you pre-smog the air, and the fire can't get in. See, where there's smoke, there isn't fire. Brought to you by city planning. Everything's going to be fine, mostly. And we just need to realize that, you know, nobody's nerfect, right? You know, it's just sometimes things happen and everything's fine. Everything will be more than okay. And yeah, it's like putting a pan on a kitchen fire. That blanket of smog keeps things going. And I think that that's kind of key and important. And you can see that, you know, the traffic is fine. Sure, some of the big trucks have to turn around in the middle of the road, but it's okay. I was explaining that one of the theories we had about all the smog is that it smothers the fires before they can get too big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've accidentally built a fairly resilient city here. I mean, we've got a little bit of blight over there. What I need is a mod that pegs your RCI at max 24/7.
Oh, okay.
So
explain.
So that there's always people willing to build, right? So as you lay out your city, you don't have to wait for it to infill. It's like, oh god, there's property for sale, right? Property values peg at the highest cutoff, is I guess what I'm saying. Because it would speed up this part where you start to kind of choke up against the industrial value, the commercial value, while you're trying to expand.
Quite true. I mean, I would say this game was almost really good.
Well, it's night and day compared to the first try, because if you played Cities XXL, it is not a fantastic game.
And then didn't they do a second one of these that was awful?
They did Cities Skylines 2. It took a long time to take off. It kind of is starting to now. But we will see. Like, content creators are starting to leave this for 2. They're still releasing content for this, which is absurd, but it's what they want to do.
I think they just want to spend what they got. I mean, they spent a lot of money on this.
They did spend a ton of money on this, and it honestly, this was kind of a lot like Helldivers 2, in that it came at the perfect time. SimCity 4 had come out and bombed, just, you know, or not 4. The reboot had come out and bombed just a year prior. And then they come out with a really robust city sim that's got everything SimCity used to, doesn't have the always online DRM for a single player game, etc., etc. And they just snatched up the player base, pretty much.
I don't know how you can fuck up a city sim.
Ask Maxis.
Oh, yeah. Well, because here's the thing. Most people actually live in cities.
Yeah.
You know? So, what's the deal?
Oh, there we go. These look like American houses. Good God.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be good. That's going to be real good.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the huge requirements for a city sim, because you don't have to, like, well, I guess I do.
Andy's bowling
People are
alley.
just, you know.
Yeah.
Because I asked myself, don't they live in a city? You know?
Yeah.
You know, like on purpose? Don't they inhabit civilization?
We do not really have any traffic problems, which is frankly astounding.
I think that what I do to make traffic problems more interesting is I will build a bunch of curvy bits and then have like a box in the middle of it. That, or I will, I found out that you can actually put toll booths in the middle of the city.
Ooh, yeah, maybe we put a toll booth on the entrance road into and out of. Oh,
See, there you go.
We're starting to get some build up here into the roundabout. You know it'll solve that?
Ah, boy. I bet it's gonna be painful.
Oh no, it is. It is high speed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, said it. No, everything's 70, 70, 70. No, 90, 90. Yes. Let's have a 90 circle.
You want a 90-mile-an-hour circle?
Yeah. I want to see who's got good tires. You said that there's not enough industry. Invite Goodyear, all those people here, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, just set up a tire shop. Yeah, 90, got to take that. Oh, hell yeah. The exciting circle. No, this will be great. Just slow down so people can see that 90. Once you're done, of course. Just slow down to see that 90 circle. God, what a nightmare. Are the trucks keeling over?
Yeah, when they don't back up.
Look at that mail truck. Holy fuck, that guy's drifting. When's your package here? Now.
Same day delivery or else. All right, yeah, the 90-degree circle will definitely help with congestion, I think.
Yeah, the 90-degree circle. See, we are solving traffic congestion. We're solving it because think about it.
You know, the fucked up thing is it looks like it might have.
Okay, so guys, set all roads to 90 miles an hour. We can do this.
90 miles an hour, you're after the medical industry. Yes, we are.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, yeah, just set all these ramps, everything 90. We are going to make, oh God, did we hit 204?
Did we 204?
Did we 204? No, it was good. I saw it hang for a second. I was like, oh no. Okay, thank God.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's been a long, long time.
Since 204. But I'm saying this much, we got something here. We got something special here.
Fucking with that node.
No, look, man. 90, 90, 90, everything 90. We're going to make traffic fast. We heard your pleas, people. We heard it, and we're going to help. It's going to be so easy now. Think about it. No, we're not murdering the city. We're improving traffic flow and quality of life. How many times have you waited for an Amazon package that never showed up? See, that's the thing. We're making everything faster. Yeah, we'll just put the toll booth in front of the hospital.
Excellent.
I mean, tell me I'm a bad person all day. I'm fine. I won't argue with you. But if you move things around and get things there faster, most people appreciate you.
Indeed,
there's very few things in this world that people would say, could that be slower? You know, like a death sentence. Sure. But when it comes down to like having fun and whatever, you know, you got places to be. How many people here are going to be like, man, I wish I had more time in traffic? Like a little bit faster. That's all we need.
Yeah, fuck me. There we go. I forget how this one works.
What do you mean? How does one work? Don't worry about that stuff. That's silly.
Oh, there's some clever way to do this.
Yeah, but I'm not clever. Why should we pretend to be something we're not? You know? Let's just not be clever. Like, just crisscross applesauce. Who cares? Well, probably the people in traffic, but
Yeah,
look,
probably the people in
yeah,
traffic.
probably those people. Yeah, will be upset somewhat. That's okay. It'll be fine.
There we go.
It's like in the Soviet city sim where I just made everything run on coal, and when people complained, I took their cars away. I found that if you take their cars away, that kind of, you know, I mean, well, no, there was that time I played it in the Ox, which is probably the best game to play in the Ox if you want to hang out with a bunch of people, because I just let everyone play as the Soviet Central Committee.
Yeah.
So people could make irrational decisions and demand them.
Timed light is set up.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Yeah, it will. Maybe
How?
you'll question if your emergency is an emergency if you gotta pay $20.
See? That committee was fucking hilarious because people were like, more statues.
More statues. More statues, better statues.
It felt like the Soviet Union. It was just making demands like, can't we have a dam? And I'm like, for what? And they're like, shut up. And I'm like, okay, that's legit.
That's fair.
I hated every moment of it. But no, we had a choice in building, you know, like a responsible infrastructure.
Yeah.
I said, guys, we could set up buses. And if we set up buses, we could have buses go to bus stops. And everyone's like, you know, I'm tired of waiting for buses because this is the Ox to a nutshell. I said, I'm tired of waiting for buses. You know, just buses aren't that great. What else you got? So I said, well, I could just buy foreign cars. And so because of committee excitement, what we settled on was instead of buying 10 buses, we bought 200 Volkswagen Beetles who would drive forward, because then we set stops every 50 meters in the town. So the Volkswagen Beetle would pull up, open its doors, two people would get in, it would close, it would drive 50 meters, open it, they'd get out.
Oh,
and
man.
we made so many we got so many Volkswagen Beetles from the West that it was like the cars were like bullets in a belt fed. They just went around, you know. It was like watching the dry cleaning machine just rotate shit. It was like a bike chain, like a bicycle chain going around the gears, but it was Volkswagen Beetles. Just clunk, 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 clunk,
that is amazing.
clunk. And all you could hear was the clatter of those fucking Volkswagen engines.
That does sound very Ox.
Yeah, it's on brand.
All right. I have vacated the industrial area, and we are love canaling this a little bit here. Just don't tell them I said that. Any minutes of this conversation, you know, better not be written down.
That would I mean, I don't know, man. City Hall stuff is always so funny because you ever think something's dysfunctional in your life and then go watch a small town council meeting?
Oh yeah.
Those are the best. I once lived in a very small town and I went to every town council meeting. I used to bring food just to eat it and watch. That was my entertaining. Just watching them discuss things. I saw them spend 3 weeks trying to determine how many parking spots they would have, because there was a set amount of space in front of a building,
Mm-hmm.
and it was how many parking spots can you put in that space, right?
Yeah.
And
Speaking
normal
of.
math, oh God, but normal math says, one second, I gotta get up because I need a beverage.
Yeah.
But I saw them argue and debate. I saw them literally debate how much space a car needs without measuring it. And they put it to a vote. And guess what? They were wrong. I was like, okay. Anyways, I'll be right back.
There we go. We're adding the right amount of parking, I think. Actually, we are way underdoing the parking, but whatever. Mandate small hatchbacks, ban the giant trucks. I could do a big vehicle ban. It would kill my industry. The company that got hurt by Love Canal got done so dirty when you look into it, the city should have been on the hook. I don't know. I think DuPont Chemical can do without the white knighting, but yeah, the city is also on the hook for that. 110%. Because Love Canal was DuPont, right? Anybody know how many police stations he got? Just the one. I'm not seeing anybody complain about... Oh, yeah. Where are all the garbage trucks? Why is no one picking up our trash? Where are you?
That's a great question. Where are all of our garbage trucks?
Your trash got picked up. Where has everybody gone? Ghost town, abandoned buildings. Well,
Look, maybe they're just confused. You know, we haven't
we
given
are
them.
in our Detroit era. Is the best way to put this.
It's we've had better eras.
Somebody stole the Jackie Robinson statue to melt it for copper. Don't mind us. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Woody's Wood?
Where's the trash truck lying on their sides in the roundabout? It's us asking where's the trash truck. And then as the trash truck rolls by, you just see it skid on its side for 200 yards.
Love Canal was Hooker Chemical? Okay. Ooh, that is my bad then. I thought it was DuPont.
Oh, don't worry about it. I love how the place is called Occidental Petroleum.
Are all your people in the hospital for car crashes?
Not yet.
Yeah, DuPont's got plenty on their plate. No. Everybody seems to be doing pretty okay. You know, this time light did seem to help. Go nuts, donuts. Home of the stuff store. All right, God, people are screaming for commercial. It's what they want.
Why are these? I usually wait until they start threatening to burn the place down, then I think about it.
And you know what? We are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and fight. Little residential buildings in the middle of the commercial tower district. Is this the long-awaited third millennium prequel to Magistratum?
No, yes. Yeah,
we're getting there.
You know, I'm going to
It
say...
says some way to incentivize people to come to this town.
Well, you could say that it's like free crack. You know? Or, I don't know. There's got to be something that'll motivate people.
Yeah, I don't care about anti-slip studs. Old people can fall, but studded tires for traffic control. Yeah, we'll do recreational use. Sure. We'll automate sorting at the postal facilities.
Yeah, we'll automate it. That just means it all goes into a big conveyor and you get some mail every day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It might be yours. It might not. You're going to get some mail. You're going to get at least a pound of mail a day. A pound of mail. Run your fingers through that.
Pound is a lot of mail.
That's a lot of mail for the money.
It's a lot of mail for the money.
A pound of mail. I mean, think about it. And think about what else you could get. A pound of mail. Who else offers you a pound of mail?
A lot worse than a pound of mail a day.
Yeah. Think about all the mail I give you. A pound of mail. A pound of mail a day. For the low, low price of re-electing me, you could get a pound of mail.
1 pound.
Yeah,
1 mail.
It could be somebody else's. You don't know.
Maybe you prefer it that way.
Yeah. If you're tired of getting letters from people you know, you could see what other people's letters are like.
I would, censor letters if asked, just so that I could start playing the Catch-22 game with it. I think it's about time to put down a statue. I think you are correct. Let's see what statues we've got. Can I put this down anywhere? I can put this down anywhere. Yeah.
It'll be fine, brother. It'll be fine. All you have to do
Put
is
3 in front
just
of the tax office. Either side of the police station. And you know what? We need one right here at the hospital, too. How about one in the middle of this parking lot? Yeah. On this street corner? Fuck yeah. You know, statues are really good at reminding people that we once expected things of our politicians.
I think statues are a really good way of keeping the marble industry relevant.
Well, I mean, think about it. You know, times of war, your politician puts on a military uniform, goes and pretends to be a colonel of some little podunk fucking militia, and then he gets a statue of him on a horse with a sword. But there was briefly a chance he could die. I don't know. I'm saying maybe that wasn't as bad a thing as it sounds.
I'm just saying that
Pizza
what
Planet.
you're telling me is that if I want a picture of me on a horsey, all I have to do is really stupid stuff for no good reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but who's going to pay for the fucking statue in my case? It's going to be made out of pizza boxes. It's going to be made out of pizza boxes and beer empties.
A lovely reminder that rich people used to know how to ride horses.
It used to be a common skill, believe it or not, because it was that or Lamborghinis.
Yep. Marble? Who do you think we are? Italy? Plaster covered in pot metal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that seems more our speed.
In New York City, we have a statue of LaGuardia for the time he read the newspapers to people over the radio.
You know, the bar used to be lower, is what I'm saying.
Why is it always a colonel? Because that sounds really, really awesome after you've left the militia, but people still call you the colonel.
Though they called Harlan Sanders that too, but you know,
Yeah,
all he did was make
he got it by other means. Oh
Colonel
wow,
Sanders.
That's starting to be a pretty good traffic jam up right there. It's getting all the way back onto the freeway.
Nah, got to get that speed up. That'll help.
Nah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick the can down the road. Yep. All right. Gonna kick this can down the road. All right, come on. Yes, I would like you. Left turns are now disallowed.
I have decided we will not have left turns today.
Left turns and right turns are now disallowed. If one wisheth to enter the roadway,
Uh-huh. Okay, what is this?
one needs to have planned ahead, or one will be stuck.
I'm afraid, Mr. Bond, you will find our weapon system fully operational. It's like, what do you mean? I'm the traffic baron.
I have located the stencils they use for the arrows on the road. and I intend to use some.
I am a man of means, Mr. Bond.
Alright. That's a fine mess I've created right there. You know what? Does this even have to be a stoplight?
Does it have to be a stoplight?
Yeah. Stop. Remove timed light. And we are going to make this a through road. There we go. Problem solved. I have fixed the problem.
Have you?
I have. And by that, I mean, I hope I have fixed the problem.
So what you're saying is there was a problem. And
There
it
was
is
a
now.
problem. It is now resolved. Look at that. Beautiful traffic flow. I have merely removed the traffic lights and allow the citizens to decide for themselves when they shall go.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, I turned it into a stop sign, so I just pushed the congestion onto the side street. But fuck it. Would a roundabout help? Ooh.
No.
Roundabout probably would help that, actually.
You know what? Let's put in more roundabouts. More roundabouts. Hold on. Let's ask the planning committee, shall we?
Yeah, do we want a roundabout here?
I think we should. Hold on. Let's put in a poll and see what people think. Okay. Roundabout
Give me one
planning.
second, I'm getting a call.
Yes. No. All the roundabouts. There we go. And let's just go ahead and start that. All right, that's good stuff. Okay, let's see. Look, it looks like, oh, all the roundabouts has 54%. Because K-Braid poured out all the channel points. So 100 votes for yes and 3 for no.
Oh, okay. We are going to round this about then.
Roundabout, go.
And you know what? The way that we've designed this, there's redundancy. So we don't even need to stop the clock.
This is as it should be then.
Wait, what structure are you? St. Jimmy's.
It'll be fine. Just more roundabouts. Consider your domain imminent. I'm not even have to say that. That's chat. I can voice act it. You know,
Yeah,
I'll do the Grimmel
good.
worm tongue. Just sit there and be like, consider your domain imminent, my lord.
Nope, that was perfect. Good one, chat.
It does not have small roundabouts. Actually, by fucking with the road things, you can kind of make them.
I do, however, have like tiny ones. That is not
God.
a tiny one. That is not a tiny one.
The natural rounding of the city.
That is not a tiny one.
We must round the city.
We could give her the old hex wheel. You're
Yep.
big. All right. Fine. Yeah, that wants to be big. We're going to need to... Yeah, just a little bit more here. Don't mind me.
Smooth the traffic. Smooth it more.
So again, we have redundancy, so they're just getting directed onto these other ones.
Oh, yeah. See, if I had done this, I would have just joined it all with little one-way roads, so you have to keep turning.
You know, actually,
Like, make it to where there's only one way through the city.
now you guys voted on the roundabout. I won't do that. I think we could eliminate this intersection entirely and just direct traffic into these two roundabouts.
I think all you need to do is continue to accelerate the cars. Accelerate them.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
Just celebrate the car. The car is a way of life.
The car is a way of life and of living. Living life, life lived.
Yeah. The car is a way of life. So we just need to celebrate the car, which means it all needs to be one way.
Have you actualized fully?
The car?
The
Do
car
you smell the gasoline?
as your primary means of conveyance? Have you molded into its vinyl seat? Are you one with the pistons as they up down?
As the up-down commences, so saith the stroke. Amen.
Why? What? Oh. There we go.
I saw an interesting article where somebody posted how much each car costs to do an oil change on.
Yeah.
Guess how much it costs to change the oil in a Bugatti Veyron?
Ooh. Quite a
Now
bit.
that is $1 million car.
Yeah.
Would you believe $30,000?
Jesus. Okay.
Because it is 27 hours of labor and it requires disassembly of the rear bumper, a lot of the carbon fiber and aero structures to actually do it. And it's a dry sump oil system. So they say there are 8 different plates and ports where you have to pull the oil out of.
Lord. Come on, you guys are not doing this to me, really?
Bugatti Veyron, because if you want all that speed, it comes at a price.
Come back when you got some money, buddy.
Every time I can't afford something, I hear that in my head.
All right, there we go. We have rounded that about.
Well, yeah, I'd say you rounded it and you even joined it, and, you know, it's art. Look at all that.
Where did the police station I moved go? There's the hospital, St. Pain's.
The mayor moved the police station.
Lost it. Oh, it's right next to the fire station. It's a good place for it.
I bet if you had it for a day, the firemen and the policemen could do each other's job. Because think about it, the police, the police show up to the police show up to a fire and they're just shooting into it, and then you have the firemen show up to like a domestic and they just use the hose.
Yeah.
They're like, calm down now.
All right, settle down, simmer down. The fuck was that noise? Fine, let's see what the level 1 buildings are. Can I? Nope. Because it's a big, stupid park. There we go. The city arch, the entryway to the city. Building must be placed roadside. Yeah, there we go. The Temple of Diana.
Why not?
Well, so this is actually, I think, if I remember right, which one this is based on Bavarian temple to Bavaria. Back when we were doing the every city has a every nation has a personification of self thing.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Yeah.
Well, there's like maybe 1 or 2 pictures of it, and none of them are good enough to do anything with. So he's just replaced it with a 3D render of a statue of Diana. Kaiser Joseph II monument in Vienna. Yeah, I grabbed a lot of statues. And I wish to move this right here. There we go. And I wish to move you right there. There we go. Now we have undone the prop and tree anarchy issue. Oh, man. More parking lots. You like it. You love it. You need it. Sorry.
It's okay. Now look, here's what we're gonna do.
What are we going to do?
I think if we just I think that you should put more garbage dumps everywhere, just to let people know, hey.
But my garbage problem's actually really well solved.
Oh man, we don't have to burn garbage?
No, we're not burning garbage at all. I
Man,
don't think
you call this a
we
city?
have anybody with a higher education level than elementary, but
they'll have time. They can find books in the garbage.
They probably can.
That's where they belong.
It was a pleasure to burn. I should read that again.
Fahrenheit 451 is pretty good, and also awfully prescient.
Yeah,
when they start talking about omnipresent walls of noise and sounds and monitors being everywhere playing constant noise and constantly tailored to what your perceived needs are by an unseeing machine.
Crazy that. Speaking of, let's put in a library.
There you go.
Make me feel better. There, yeah. Contemporary elementary school. I'm looking for high schools. I know I've got some high schools here. That's a high school. That's a high school. That's an elementary school. Yeah, man, that just looks like a high school. Does it fit anywhere? There we go. Industrial area high school? Fuck yes.
Well, yeah, that's the school of hard knocks.
I forgot that I unzoned all of this industrial because we didn't need it at the time. Do the schools produce school buses? No.
Well, in our industrial school, they do. Start building. You can have an after-school program when you finish that weld.
Oof. High
Those
school,
seams look
prison,
sloppy.
same.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember from that book is that when he falls down in the road, that's the time the kids decide not to run him over. Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting one to read, and it's one that you get different things out of it depending on when you read it in your life.
Yeah.
Oh God, did that burn down? M&H clothing burned to the ground. Do I not have good fire coverage?
Well, that are them clothing designs are straight fire today.
Yeah, I mean, modern OSHA and fire came out of a shirt factory fire. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, indeed. Triangle Shirt Factory.
Yeah. You would think that I graduated first at my fire academy or something to have remembered that. This is Chicken Town Station number 2. And you guys get the yellow pumper. Excuse me, line. You don't get the ARF. We'll give you a modern Pierce Velocity. Do we have... yep. And then because I love it so very much, you also get the 88 Chevy Suburban. Have fun.
Man, an 88 Suburban would be pretty baller, to be honest. It's just all metal.
Yeah, I mean, they are. They're very suburban. There it is. There we go. A copy of it is now parked out in front of the station. Like they always do. See, that's one thing I really like about this game is being able to do stuff like that. No, when I was a kid, we were very poor, so we bought our family vehicle at a state auction, paid $1,100 for a 1988 Chevy Suburban from the State Historical Society. That's roof had been replaced by a giant welded monstrosity of a storage rack. And we drove that thing around. We drove the wheels off that poor Suburban. They did not remove their decals from the door because they were painted on decals, not stickers. And a couple years after we bought it, we got a call from the auction house saying, "Hey, I know we sold it to you like that, but is there any way you could like paint over that or something?" I said, "Sure, if you're gonna paint the rest of the truck too, and you're covering it." And they go, "Yeah, we thought that would be your answer."
You're like, sure, no problem. Pay me.
Yep. I'm not doing this reimbursement bullshit. You are going to cover this, or it is not my problem.
I'd be like, sure, I can paint it. And you just do one little spritz. There you go. So did they pay for it?
No. They the matter was dropped.
Oh, so
we
as soon
could-
as dollars entered into the equation, it was suddenly very difficult.
Yeah, that auction house though made very sure that they removed all decals from agencies after
In the
they
future.
had done that. Yes. Usually with a can of Krylon. They were not very gentle with it. And frankly, I'd prefer to just still have the stencil on the side than that.
Yeah, I mean, I did see one place where they sold cop cars and they couldn't figure out why people weren't buying their cop cars, and they were removing all the decals with a sander.
Yeah. They really need
It's
the
like,
water
wow.
bomber planes as an option. Water bomber I can't do, but I can do fire helicopter if I put down the helipad. We just are not a big enough town to justify it. Yeah, that is quite the fire. Did the fire department ever get there? Doesn't look like it. They are not doing very good.
Sounds like your dogs are very excited today.
They are very excited today. It's been an exciting day for them.
How many other people have dogs right now that are looking up every time Dev's dogs go borf? I'm just wondering if like that maybe Dev's dogs are saying something to the other dogs like, hey, check it out. The dogs have figured out the internet, and so they're barking at the world right now.
That's from across the house, too.
Oh.
Dude, hearing Arf flooring it down the street at 20 miles an hour is a fantastic sound. So, one of my favorite tricks with the old deuce and a half was if you put it in the granny low range, you could shift through all 5 speeds and only be doing like 7 miles an hour, but it sounded like you're absolutely fucking screaming. And we were out at a training area. I'm sitting there in the truck. I probably should be moving. I'm not yet. And we got a couple of officers who are standing, I don't know, 100 yards in front of the truck. Looking at a map, trying to figure out what they're doing. And I decide that I'm going to put it into low because we're off-road. And I rocket through all 5 of those gears, and it sounds like we are just screaming to beat the band. And the officers take the ditch as we roll by at all of 10 miles an hour.
That's great. So you're just like,
yeah. So they hear the truck start up. They're like, yeah, okay, our people should be moving. They're still looking at the map. They hear first hits the peg, second hits the peg, third hits the peg, fourth hits the peg, fifth, and then that turbo diesel just screaming because those whistled with the turbo on them. And you put a turbo on a deuce and a half on that old Detroit diesel, and it would scream at you the entire time it was working, and you would get 2 miles an hour out of the top speed. Instead of 56, you'd get 58 miles an hour. That's all the turbo got you, and it occasionally would just turn into metal shavings on you. Because you'd found a stress crack in the impeller or something, and it just tore itself apart because it's running such high RPMs. So doing convoys, we'd have to play the game of pass the slow trucks in the turbos, and then they would pass us coming up because we'd load heavier because we could carry marginally more. So we're just constantly jockeying back and forth anytime we're on a 2-lane straight. Occasionally somebody would try to pass our convoy ahead vehicle at the very back and get stuck in the middle of that.
So Whiskey Green says, Depp, they have a deuce they use as a forestry tanker. It was called to the neighboring town over the summer. It made it down a 10-minute drive in about 45 minutes. They're slow. They're slow as all balls.
Yeah, the turbo was mostly to stop the smog. You're absolutely correct. The turbo was a warning alarm for anybody in front of them. You're also not wrong there. No, there was a agency that had a 7-ton it looked like an overgrown deuce and a half. It had a longer hood, it had a longer frame, used the same cab, but it was a 7-ton truck. And it had been a missile, like for Atlas 1 or something, missile mover. It gets converted into a 4,000-gallon tanker truck by this agency that I used to work with, not for, thank Christ. The way that they filled that truck is they had a little like cow pond by their Morton building that was their fire station. It had 3 doors and they fit 5 trucks in it because they parked 2 of them between the other 3. They would take this yellow painted 7-ton truck with a tank the size of God on the back of it, and they would drive it into that cow pond and sit there idling with water just glubbing into the open valves until they're like, it's reasonably close, and then they drive out, shut those real quick, and drive to wherever they were going. Because they were county fire, they didn't have any hydrants or anything nearby, so it was a pain in the ass to go find water. They called it the Bananarama because it was painted banana yellow. They killed that truck.
I wonder why. I wonder how it perished.
It rolled over.
What?
They took a turn at way too high speed with a tank full of water, and it turns out that water hammer's a thing. And when all the water decides it wants to still go left and you think you're going right, it just pulls you over. I wonder how many fish fell out of that truck over the years. That is actually a problem you have in drafting operations at the fire department. You have to have a screen to prevent fish from getting sucked into your pump impellers. That cow pond did not have fish in it because they drove a truck through it pretty often.
Just a bunch of catfish in the tires.
Was it at a roundabout? It should have been.
I mean, look at that traffic going around.
No.
How did we solve traffic?
We solved is a strong term, but
Well, let's go look at the highest traffic area, the roundabout, and see what's up.
Yeah, we are here at the highest traffic area. It is starting to build back up. I think I can fix this, though. I think I can fix this. Yep, there we go. Do that, and then that, and then that. Ooh, chugged there a little bit. I wonder what happened. Probably a fire. Sometimes, traffic just has too many options. And if you remove those options, things get simpler for them.
You're not wrong. Just getting, yeah.
All right, and then we are going to, you get a yield. You get a yield. You get a yield. You get a yield, which is how those actually are supposed to work.
Okay, if everyone yields, nobody yields.
Well, no, people coming into the roundabout have to yield for people already in the roundabout. Is the way that I've set it up. There we go. Running smooth again. Yep. see that problem on any of the others. I think we are doing good.
I think somehow we've managed to make a city that is,
This is
functional.
strangely functional, like more functional than my usual cities,
all we had
which
to
is
do,
a little insulting.
well, not only that, we just filled it with Goofy and put the speed to unsafe, and it's fine.
It likes it. It wants more. Yeah. All right. Well, we are at 15 minutes until the end.
Oh, that's
hour.
right. Yeah, next is going to come up Cooking on the Rim.
Yeah.
Been going for a while now.
God,
Good
this
show.
is starting to look like Manhattan.
How did we accidentally make Manhattan with roundabouts and unsafe speed and then a garbage system that is, let's be honest, probably fairly dangerous?
Yeah. Well, garbage posts, like it's all dangerous all the time, man. However,
Yeah.
I see occasionally these little postal jeeps driving by, and it makes me happy.
Driving by a mock fuck.
Yeah, the DJ5, man, the DJ5 does exactly 45 miles an hour. I know, I've driven one on I-70. Because turns out postal Jeep is the cheapest way to get into Jeep, or was once upon a time. And they are dead simple. They are dead simple engines. They are dead simple trucks. Really, really good if you want to learn how motor work. No straight roads. 90 miles an hour in a circle, 5 miles an hour everywhere else.
And look, it's happy winter time. It's all happy.
This city looks like Yggdrasil.
A little bit.
Point Man Frosty had a DJ5 and it almost killed him. In which way? There's many ways to die in one of those. Most likely is usually no seatbelts and doors open, I think. Because you need the doors open for ventilation. The postal people are right about that. Whenever you see somebody in a UPS truck bombing down the road at 80 with both doors open, yeah. That's what that's about. Dude, he is doing like 80 in that thing. Good fucking God.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing.
Delivering mail. He is on a mission. Neither rain nor sleet nor speed limit shall stay this courier from his appointed rounds.
Yeah, you can't stop the mail.
Can't stop the mail. Except
It's
when you
illegal.
do.
Then Zip Winchester shows up.
So, yeah. Those roundabouts are buzzsaws. Oh, I had it in high school. What do you think? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. if we were all held
He just drives past a burned down building that hasn't been rebuilt yet.
Well, yeah. What else are you gonna do? Get out and look at it?
I didn't expect that to be. Thanks to the mayor for supporting the timber industry. Heather Blackwell is behind big timber. It's not something I ever expected to see in a Zeet or whatever these are. Green money. That's one way to call it. Yeah, that money is green. It does fold and spend. All right. With this view of our abandoned timber industrial area, because prices are still in the shitter and nobody wants to build industry, I think we will take our leave.
Remember, we can make cities worse. Don't dare us.
We can and have. I don't know how this wound up being like one of our best.
We really tried from the get-go to make it silly and goofy.
Yeah,
I guess next
like,
time
no straight roads. This is not going to work right, but
I guess next time. It somehow it did, and everyone maintained a high speed throughout, which is not great.
Like, if I did this as a grid, it'd be gridlocked for miles in every direction.
So what you're saying is sweeping curves and have fun.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, is
it
that
looks like the carpet
maybe-
in an old arcade. It looks like the car carpet I played Matchbox with in 1993.
Oh God. It's
All
that
right.
busy city car carpet.
Yep. All right. We will catch you all later. God, he even runs like a fucking stripper.
How many strippers have you seen run, Deputy?
Oh, they're fast in heels, man. You gotta be careful.
That is prime American 3-ton truck with the towing capacity. Everything's chrome. Train. Welcome to the Kerbal Road program. But look, I connected the two rides so you could actually walk on the boardwalk back to the beginning of Mr. Train. Oh.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Well, so there was an accident with Mr.
Train's wild ride.
Dare you lie to the fork of justice? Okay, this is hippies. This is hippies.
Your taillight's out. Please step out of the vehicle.
You know, you can do whatever you want. I'm not getting involved in that truck anymore. As soon as Tippy Bandit gets mentioned, I get nervous. Because I see it in my head. I see it falling down the stairs like a Life Alert commercial. And I just go, this is gonna happen. And my brain lets me know, Tippy Truck is gonna do that. It's gonna, like a Life Alert commercial. It is just going to go, help. I am in danger, please help me. And I'm gonna go, Jesus Christ, Tippy Truck, what is wrong with you? And it goes, I'm Tippy Truck. Oh, flag him. Yeah, let's flag everyone with your pistol, your loaded gun. Excellent instructor. Let's just, yeah, okay, and pointing it at more people. Are you gonna just point guns at people? Like, what? What in the cinnamon toast fuck is going on?
Respond to alarm. Alarm does not matter.
Somebody clip that. Oh my god.